guys, so today's Vlogtober is going to be a little bit different since I used my footage from yesterday for yesterday's vlog. I'm like behind today on vlogging and I didn't really do much today, so because it's Thanksgiving, it's Canadian Thanksgiving. I should close the window. So in yesterday's vlog in the comments, I asked you guys to leave me some questions that you had. And I also just wanted to take the time to answer some of the recurring questions that I've been getting and answer your frequently asked questions. And the reason why I'm not actually using my real camera is because Michelle borrowed my memory card and he swears he brought it back, but I can't find it anywhere and I cleaned this apartment from top to bottom and I haven't seen it. So that's why I'm using my iPhone, but since it's Vlogtober, I think it seems kind of, appropriate. The first thing I want to say is just how thankful I am for all of your love and support this month. It's been so positive so far, and that's really what motivates me to upload a video every day. Some nights I don't really feel like editing and I don't really feel like putting a video up and everything, but then I just think of all the amazing comments that I've been receiving and it motivates me to upload a video every day. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who say they're going to upload a video every day or 3 times a week and then they just fall through. It's one thing if you miss a day. Like, I'm not saying I will not miss one day in the entire month. Like, it might happen, but I'm gonna try my best not to because I really want to see if I can do the full 31 days. But I just feel like I see YouTubers and they are like, oh, I'm gonna upload every day in September, and they don't. Or their next thing is I'm gonna upload 4 times a week for this month, and they don't. It's like, why do you keep giving yourselves these goals if you're not gonna follow through with them? And this is like recurring people, so it's not like everyone. Of course, like, I'm not saying like I might miss a day, like, who knows, but I just think there's a difference between missing a day and then just like completely falling short on what you say you're gonna do, and I don't want to disappoint anyone. I also wanted to mention that Coffee and Couture is having a sale. It was supposed to be a one-day sale, but I think Tony and I will extend it until Wednesday. So it's a site-wide sale, which means you get 15% off of anything on the site. The code is Thankful15. Yes, I wanted to mention that before I forgot. 15% off site-wide everything, including the mermaid bracelets, which are gorgeous. And so we are in my bedroom. This is my headboard. It's from Jocelyn Main. I love Jocelyn Main. My living room, like my main living area, is definitely the place that I'm mostly concerned with getting done first because, that's where I spend a lot of my time. It's where my friends are, So I got my headboard, which I'm really happy with, from Jocelyn Main. I need to get side tables and side lamps for the bedroom, and then maybe a little like chair for the corner, because since I do have that other room, my second bedroom, I'm not gonna put like my bureau or dresser in this room. I just like, my vibe for my room is like hotel. Like, that's what I want it to feel like. I want it to feel like a really relaxing oasis, like hotel sort of room. I got my dining room table. I got my bar stools, which they're being delivered tomorrow. My couch. The main things I need to get done in my living room is I want to paint one wall gray. I want to get an electric fireplace, mount the TV, a carpet, a coffee table, and that's pretty much done for that section. And then I'm looking for, maybe you guys can help me, for my like office vanity room where I want to film some videos. I want to get just like a plain white desk. I like the shiny sort of like white. They had the perfect one at Struck2, but Struck2, like, I think it's because of their sale, they're like sold out of everything. And she's like, oh, I can have it for you in January. I'm like, honey, like, if I want a table, I want it like now. I don't want to wait until January to have a table. IKEA doesn't really have, they have a kitchen table, but it's really wide, and I want something more thin because, I don't know, I just want like a clean sort of background for like sit down sorts of videos. But I'm really excited because I feel like having my own apartment, I can just like film in so many different places. Like my room, it's like cozy, and then I can have my beauty room and then my living room. And also I have this giant walk-in closet that I don't know what to do with because all my clothes are in my dresser, and like I've never had like a walk-in closet, so I don't know what to do with this closet because right now all I have in there is like my laundry from Thanksgiving. Like, I just like grabbed it from the bathroom and brought it into the closet, and my shoes, like all my running shoes, I have on like a shoe shelf. But like, I don't know what to do with the walk-in closet because all my clothes fit into my like dresser bureau. Like, I don't have that many things to hang. Like, all I have in my closet are like my 5 bombers. Plus, like, I don't want to hang all my t-shirts, so I really don't know what to do with this closet. It's just empty right now. It's coming together slowly but surely. One of you guys actually commented, and it was kind of what I was doing, but that you guys commented and said, don't like rush in and buy everything because you might buy things that you don't like. And that's really sound advice, because sometimes I watch these YouTubers and they go to like Marshalls or like Home Goods or anywhere when they get a new house, and they have these huge carts, and it's like, I don't know, I just want to like live in the space a little bit, figure out what I need, and don't just buy a ton of stuff because I feel like that's what I need to do. Like, I want to be smarter about it. So I'm taking my time. I'm not buying the first things I see. I know I need side tables, but I just I don't know what kind I want. I don't know if I want like mirrored or if I want more like rustic looking. So what I do know though is I don't want any with drawers. I feel like drawers are awful. When you have drawers, it's like clutter city, so I don't want drawers. I like just like sort of like the little table, like maybe just like 2 little circle tables, like nice ones, not just like little ones from like the trash, but like some nice circle ones with like a lamp, because I don't want to get ones that have, I don't want to get ones with drawers because I feel like drawers, like you just throw stuff in and just unnecessary. Whew, that I got on a tangent. We're already at 8 minutes. So yeah, that's a little update about what's going on. And someone asked me what my vision was for this apartment. And honestly, I don't really have a vision per se. Like, I feel like my vibe is just like cozy, chic. Like, I want people to be comfortable. I'm more like a cozy sort of person, sort of like this style. Like, I like nice pieces, but I want it to be comfortable for everyone. I feel like those are the pieces I'm getting. Like, my couch is like really cozy, and my table, my dining room table, it is glass and like with rose gold. It's kind of dramatic, but I still feel like it's really homey because of the chairs, and I want it to be like cozy chic. I got a lot of questions and comments, surprisingly, about my fridge and stove situation. People were really like wondering about this. I didn't even think to address it because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. But no, my unit did not come with a fridge or stove, washer, dryer, dishwasher, anything like that. And it didn't really bother me because I didn't need to buy them, because my parents moved and the new place comes with a fridge, stove, washer, dryer, all that stuff. So it didn't really bother me. Because I took my parents' like brand new stainless steel fridge, and I took their stove, and their stove is like my favorite stove. It's the stove, this sounds so stupid, but it's the stove that I learned how to cook on, so it is pretty special to me in that way. I also really like it because it's one of those dual stoves, so the top one is smaller. It's almost like a microwave oven height, so it's smaller, and then there's a convention oven, like a regular sized oven underneath. So it works out really nice because if you're cooking just for you, it heats up really fast. And even if you're not cooking just for you, like I always use the top oven. I rarely ever use the bottom oven, but it heats up really fast, and I just really like having the 2 ovens. Plus it's the stove that I learned how to cook on, so I was happy I got to take that. My parents did tell me that they are going to be buying me a washer dryer as like a housewarming present, which is really nice, and then I just need to buy a dishwasher. But right now, like I don't use that many dishes for myself, like maybe 1 or 2 plates, maybe 4 plates a day if I have Mike or Michelle over. So right now I'm just doing dishes by hand, and it's really not that big of an issue for me. The next thing I got a lot of questions about is Bentley's custody situation. So I got Bentley when I was 15 or 14. It was the summer before I went into grade 11 when we got Bentley, and Bentley is my little Pomeranian, and Bentley is not living with me for a few reasons. The first big reason is because my landlord doesn't allow pets, so that kind of settles that right there. But also, even though Bentley calls me mommy and like I'm his mom, like that's what my family always says, Bentley is really attached to my mom. I think it's because when we got him, it was at a time in my life where I was not at home that often. I was in high school, so I was at school every day. I went to Italy, so like right when school started for the grad trip, so I was gone for like almost 2 weeks, and then I was in school a lot, so I was never really home. And during that time, he got really attached to my mom. They're like thick as thieves. He slept with her. I mean, he's slept with my mom for like as long as I can remember. Honestly, he's never really slept with me. He's always slept with my mom. And we're in the house, like he'll sit like by my mom's door if my mom's in her room with her door closed. Like, even though we call me mommy, he's really like my mom's the master and he's really attached to her. So he's with my family and I still see him a lot. Guys like understood the situation. It's not like he was like super attached with me, slept with me every night, didn't leave my side. And I was just like, okay, bye Bentley, like you're staying with, like we call my mom Nana, you're staying with Nana. No, like he would always be with my mom, always by my mom. So it was like, it would be weird for me to take him, because when I say he is like glued to my mom's hip, he's always following her, always like with her, it's true. I also got a lot of questions about money and budgeting, and those are really good questions, and I'm definitely learning as I go. I am pretty smart with money. My dad is very frugal. He's not the type that's like super flashy or anything. He's never been that, you know, kind of guy. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've said this many times, when I was younger, I was definitely more frivolous with my money, but as I started taking on responsibilities, like my credit card bill, my cell phone bill, car payments, car repairs, all stuff like that, you definitely learn a lot about money and about saving money. I've said this many times, but I don't believe in living beyond your means at all. I'm very thankful and lucky to be in a position where I can live comfortably and not really stress that much. And I am like fully independent now, aside from my washer dryer, because someone's gonna throw that in my face. I am fully independent. It's a really good feeling to be like, you did all that for yourself. And I just feel like it was time for me to move out, and the whole living situation, like the house being sold and everything, definitely pushed that. I just want to clarify something about the room situation at my family's condo. When I said that about the room sizes, I don't want anyone to think that I decided to, you know, fly off into my own apartment because of a room size. I knew that my relationship with my family would only strengthen if I moved out. You know, sometimes I just like forget that people aren't with me all the time, or that they don't really know me. And so when I say things like, oh, and Tony automatically got the bigger room, so I decided to get my own apartment, I don't think that people, because I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty normal, but I don't think that people are gonna hear that and be like, oh, that psycho bitch, like she moved because Tony automatically got the bigger room. I think I should explain that a little bit, because I know people were a little confused. Our old house was like very big. It had like a ton of space, a lot of bedrooms, like a ton of space. So imagine someone that's used to being like in this to have to adapt to being like this. Not saying that it can't be done. I know it can be done. I know many people do it. But I'm the type of person where I really like my space. I like my space. I work from home. Well, I work, like I have an office, but like I work from home in terms of YouTube, and I'm home a lot. It would have been really hard to get all my stuff into a very small room. The room that because Tony automatically got the bigger room. Again, I don't know why, but I was like looking at the room space and I was like, I'm not gonna be happy here. I know myself. I know I'm not gonna be happy here in this small of a space. It's a beautiful condo, like it's brand new, it's really beautiful, but I just knew that I already felt like I was suffocating in my old room at the old house. That's why I never did a room tour, because my room was like packed. Like I had so much stuff, but I don't even have that much stuff. Like if you look at my apartment now, I really don't have that much stuff. But because I was in such a small room, my room, like no matter how many times I cleaned it a day or no matter what I did, it always seemed like cluttered because I had so much stuff in such a small space. I was like, I already feel smothered in this room. If I move into this condo, like I'm gonna feel like I'm suffocating all the time, because the room was even smaller and the whole entire, you know, condo was even smaller. So after a lot of thought and a lot of conversations, I just decided that for me, it was going to be best to move out on my own. Would it have been a lot easier on my wallet to stay there? Yes, but I can just tell you that my soul feels like a million times better. I feel like a whole like weight has been lifted off my shoulders since I moved. I just feel like so light and so free, and it's really the best feeling. And I know you guys have noticed it too in the vlogs. I know a lot of you guys have picked up on the fact that I am a lot more happy. I am a lot more positive, and I just feel like my space is less like you know how they say, like, you know, cluttered space, cluttered mind? Like, I honestly feel like that's true, because now that I have space and everything, I feel like I can breathe, and I just feel like a million times better. That's why I decided to move out. And, you know, like, people, I think they heard that and they, oh, she just moved out because she didn't get the bigger room. Like, what a bitch, or what a brat. But it wasn't just that. And I feel like sometimes when I say those things, I need to remember to give a backstory so people don't misinterpret it into something that isn't what it is. I got the questions. Oh, my leg is asleep, but I got some questions on my computer. Peachy. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the whole mic situation. For those of you who don't know, so I made the decision not to really include Mike in my videos anymore. And when I say include, I mean like make him the focus of the video, or like be like, hey, what do you think, babe? Like, that's not gonna happen anymore. Like in the Thanksgiving video, he was in the background for some things, you know, and that's fine. But I got a comment, and this is not to let the haters win or whatever, but I have gotten these comments for years now, and they really bother me. So a few nights ago, I went on like a little Snapchat rant, and basically someone commented like, oh, get rid of your rude boyfriend Mike or something. And I just like, it set me off, because the last video that Mike was in, it was like really soon after the moving day vlog, and Mike was literally carrying in boxes for me, helping me assemble my couch. Like, he was the only one helping me that day move in. And so for someone to say, get rid of your rude, mean boyfriend Mike, it just made me really mad. And I know that this is the minority. I know most of you can see Mike as he's just being shy. He's not a camera whore. I've said this many times. He's never going to be a YouTube boyfriend. We're never going to be on an Allie and Mike YouTube channel. Like, that's never going to happen, because it's not his style. My best friend Michelle, on the other hand, he is, you know, the yin to my yang in terms of YouTube. Like, we thrive together on camera. We love being on camera together. But Mike is not that type of person. He's a very quiet, shy guy. And just because YouTube is part of my life doesn't mean that I have to subject him to being filmed all the time or anything like that. And just because he's in my life, I feel doesn't give people the right to comment those things that they were commenting. But especially the comment I got from someone just being like, oh, rude Mike, get rid of your rude boyfriend. It's like, what was he doing that was rude? It would be one thing if he was, you know, in the kitchen saying, get me a beer, you dumb bitch. Like, it'd be one thing if he was doing stuff like that. But I'm sorry, if he was carrying my couch in, helping me carry in boxes, helping me assemble everything, carrying out garbage for me, doing this, doing that, there's no reason for anyone to comment that. So Mike never said anything, believe it or not. He never said anything to me ever about not wanting to be on camera. He is used to me vlogging now. I've been vlogging pretty consistently for over a year now. He's used to me vlogging and pulling out the camera in places. But from now on, I'm just making the choice to not really focus on him in the videos. With people you love, you get protective. I know I said like, oh, Mike's no longer going to be in videos or anything like that, but it's really not going to make that big of a difference, because Mike hasn't been in videos for a really long time, so it's not going to make a huge difference in terms of my YouTube channel or content, because he hasn't really been a focus of them for like a long time. I'm gonna continue if he's around. I'm not gonna cut out clips and turn him into this like exclusive, like elusive guy, but it's just like, I'm never gonna be like, hey, like this is me and Mike, we're doing this, doing that. I vlogged a lot while we were in Greece, but I never posted it because I'm like, I don't want people to comment bad things about such a fun, amazing time we had, and I don't want people to say things like that, like just especially about Mike, because he doesn't deserve that at all. But let me tell you, moving out is expensive, because little things that you don't even think about, you have to pay for. Like last night we were getting ready for dinner, and luckily I was so ahead of schedule. It felt like it was like 7, but it was only like 3. And so we were cutting the bread. I'm like, oh my god, like I don't have a bread knife. So luckily, like Tony and Nikki went to the dollar store and just got me like a bread knife. And then I was thinking, I was like stirring the gumbo. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to serve this gumbo? I don't have a ladle. So luckily they were at the dollar store and they got me a ladle. But like, it's just like little things like that that you're so used to having in your house that you're like, shit, I need to go get that now. But I feel like the first time's the hardest, because it's like you have to buy everything. I always joke with Mike, I'm like, you're so lucky, because when we like move out, like when he's ready to move out, I'm like, well, we already have a kitchen table, we already have chairs, we already have a bed, we already have a couch, like we already have a TV, we already have this, we already have that. I'm like, I did all the work for us, but it's okay. I'm really happy here. I know that you guys can see a difference in me. I feel so much lighter. I feel just a lot happier, and I'm so happy that you guys got to come with me on this journey. In the first Vlogtober, I said I'm so happy that I'm moving during October because it's really good for the vlogs. And what I mean by that is, like, it's just really good for the vlogs because my everyday life is pretty boring. I go to the gym, I go to work, I come home, see Michelle, see Mike. Like, it's not like I'm living this crazy like lifestyle, like jetting off to here or there. So when I said that Vlogtober, I'm happy that this happened during Vlogtober, it's because this gives me something to really like document and do something fun that's not just me like living my everyday life. So that's what I meant by that. But anyways, this video is already 33 minutes long. I need to get this video edited and get it up. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your love and support so far in Vlogtober, especially for Michelle and I. We really appreciate it, and it motivates us to upload videos every day. And I just want to thank you guys so much for all your continued support. Don't forget that the Coffee and Couture sale it started today, Thanksgiving, and I think we're going to keep it going until Wednesday. So I'll put all the info in the down bar down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night depending on when you watch this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.